Hey guys, it's Angie. So today I want to bring you my what sold video from last week. But first I owe you an explanation. Last week I did not do a what sold video. It's not because I don't love you guys, I do. It's because my numbers were really down, about $1,700 total in sales. And if you know me, my goal is to make about $2,500. It's not that I didn't want to share that with you, I certainly did. But YouTube is my hobby and eBay is my job. And so with my sales being down, I needed to concentrate all of my efforts into listing more and making a correction after Easter week to improve my sales. So I apologize for that, but business comes first, unfortunately. But sales are up this week and I wanted to share with you my numbers. So let's get right into it. My sales last week came to $2,553.18, which is awesome. I love when I make my goal, and I really think the extra effort that I put into last week really paid in getting my sales back up. So yay, that's really good. Let's get into some of the interesting items that I sold for the week. The first thing is this diffuser. It's a Limoges. I don't know anything about these, but it looked really cool and I looked it up. I paid about $2 for it and it sold for $40.45. The next thing, I actually picked this up at a yard sale last week. It is a Pampered Chef cooler things where you put the actual inside trays into your freezer and then it'll keep your food, whatever you're serving for that day, nice and cold in there for long periods of time. I kind of love it. What's unique about this one is it actually comes with the insulated bag where most of them don't include that. That's an extra item that they had to pay for. I picked this up at a yard sale for $3 and it sold within a few days for $39.56. This is one of those Ray Dunn pieces. I've never been a collector of this, but this is something I picked up at the outlet store. So I paid probably $2 for it. I didn't think it was anything that special, but $44.95 sold in a week. Now, this is not something that I normally pick up, but let me tell you the story about these Playboy magazines. My daughter saw on Facebook that somebody was emptying out their garage from their dad, and they just wanted to get rid of it. They said, come and get whatever you want. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, my daughter sees that there's Playboy magazines that are vintage and goes and gets them all. And a few other things that she thought might be sellable. I love that kid. Just taking after her mom, running for the free stuff. There were a lot of magazines from the 90s and we put them by year. We have nothing invested and this set sold for $39.56 for free. She just went and picked them up. So I'm thrilled about that. Not something I normally would pick up, but hey, free is free. It is allowed on eBay, so we will sell it. The next item, I picked up this for 25 cents at a yard sale. It was a little church sale. They weren't even open yet. I was going to a community sale, but they had the boxes out and they said, sure, you can look. And right on top was this sealed Halloween. It's from 1997, so it's a remake, not the original 1978, but it sold in about a week for $35.95. Then last week is the week of shoes. I sold a bunch of shoes this week. Here are a few of the ones that I sold last week. These are Cordani Adriana cork wedges, sold for $31.45. Never even heard of the brand, but they look like super cute shoes. These FootJoys were so nice. I actually picked these up at a yard sale for $3, and these sold for $29.66 in 2 days. Then I sold some Crocs. These were interesting. They're like desert boots, kind of ankle height. They're suede. Very interesting for a Croc, so I knew that they would sell. Sold for $19.76 and they were a bin pickup. So these Nike Delta 4 shoes, also from the bins, for $23.35. And another pair of Crocs. Guys, pick up Crocs. They do really well. These were $34.16. I like these. They were like all rubber. You know, the Crocs are all rubber. Just I never saw like slip-on loafers before, so thought they were pretty cool. Actually, what I didn't put in here is I picked up the biggest size regular Crocs that they make. It's a size 15. They were enormous. I paid $1 for them and they sold for $15 and they weren't in great shape. So I was happy to get that. I didn't add that to the list though. Oh, and then these Merrells. Hiking boots do really well this time of year. People are getting out and wanting to be active. So these sold for $39.56. Then I did sell a few Plush. This guy was big, 2 foot tall, so he was a big guy. He sold for $22.45. The reason I wanted to really show him is you have to be real careful with Plush because of the oversize nowadays. What I did is I put him in a decent sized box this way, but I took a piece of cardboard and smushed him down. They will pop right back up. He's a Plush. Unless he has a hard core, which some Plush do, most of them will smush down to nothing. Then you can get it to be a reasonable price for shipping. He was still $16 to ship, but at least it's better than the 24 in the original box, the measurements I did, just because of height difference. It's crazy. So just watch out for that when you do big Plush. This little guy, Peter Rabbit, I picked him up at a yard sale for 50 cents and he sold for $17.05. Really liked him, but when we got him home, for some reason his back must have had a secret treasure inside of him because his back was completely unstitched. But Mom to the rescue, she sewed him right back and sold him the next day for $17.05. Then this little girl, I never heard of this before, Splatoon Marie Squid Sister. Just my point with this one is if it's something unique you've never seen, it might be a good one to pick up. Paid 25 cents for her, sold for $15.25 plus shipping. Hoses for vacuum or any kind of vacuum accessories, I do really, really well with these. This was in my death pile for over a year, and we have been working on the death pile. It's amazing things that sell once you put them on eBay. This sold for $26.95, less than a week after we listed it. Oh, this is another item that I picked up for free. I was given a bunch of phones from someone. This was one of the, I think the second to last one that I have. It was missing the place where you write the numbers in and the little cover, but it's still sold for $22.73. If you have this phone system, you're looking for these particular types of phone, and free into $22, all will take. Now I did sell some clothes. I'm going to show you a few of the highlights for the week. This is a J. Crew jacket. I really thought it was cute. It was actually new with tags, and it did sell within about a week for $35.95. This was a brand. I actually picked this two-piece suit up at a local thrift store on their 25-cent day. Didn't pay 50 cents for the two pieces, paid a quarter for the two pieces. So that was a great deal. I'd never heard of the brand Weekenders, but it was very like 90s, even had shoulder pads, very modest. And so I mean, for 25 cents, how can you go wrong? I wasn't sure if they would sell, but I took a chance on them. And this one sold in 2 days for $22.45. Quite a return on the investment. Anytime I can pick up new with tag Nikes, obviously a no-brainer. This sold for $29.66, and the skirt I picked up for $1. Betsy Johnson also makes clothing. This was interesting. It's a black and white pattern. Thought it was kind of cute. I did pick this up at the Goodwill bins and did sell it for $29.66. I would say this one took about a month to sell, but not bad. Lululemon. I never find Lululemon, or very, very infrequently, so when I do, I'm super happy. This one is just a sports bra, so I paid less than $1 for it at the Goodwill bins. I'm always surprised when I find it there, and it sold for $22.45. Was not an instant seller, took a few weeks, but I'm happy with that. And this one I'm showing you because swimsuits are selling. I've been selling a lot of swimsuits. I listed a bunch recently. If you have any hidden around, check for them and pull them out. People are buying them right now, so definitely pull those out and get those listed. This is a Land's End used swimsuit. It sold for $20.66. Sold a couple bags this week. This one is a relic. I happen to love these vintage style purses. This has a cool like chevron print on it. Anything that has that kind of hippie retro vibe is super in right now. $24.74. And gosh, my picture looks really good on there. And then I sold this little Vera Bradley lunchbox. Vera Bradley is hit or miss. Make sure your colors are super, super vibrant still with the Vera Bradleys if you pick them up. And check your handles and the bottoms because that's the first place they get wear. And nobody wants to get a bag that has a totally nasty handle on it, even if the other colors are bright. This lunchbox happened to be in beautiful condition, and I picked it up at the Goodwill bins. Sold for $19.76. Oh, this pig was so cute. If you know anything about puppets, or you don't, I'm going to tell you, Folk Manus is the best puppet company. So if you ever see a tag that says Folk Manus, and let me see, right there it is, pick that thing up. They sell really well and super fast. Here's my mom holding him up so you can see what he looks like when you were holding him as a puppet. But he was so realistic and cute. I just loved him. Picked him up at the Goodwill bin, so literally $1 for him, and sold him for $19.76 in less than a week. And then cassettes. Love 80s and 90s cassettes. Rap, hip hop, rock, R&B, anything like that. Those sell really, really well. This was just a lot of 6, and the reason I put these ones together is a lot of them didn't have the actual artwork cover for them, or they were written on the back, but this was a good variety lot. I thought it's Crisscross, Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J. Sold for $14.36. Not the best, but we have sold a bunch of other ones, Michael Jackson and other ones, for a lot more money. So definitely don't walk by those if you see them. This was my best sale of the week. Love sales like this. It's an iRobot mop system. It does not have the pads, and it says, that's why I have the read in there. It says right in there that it's pre-owned. It was tested, but it does not have any mopping pads with it. You have to buy those separate. I did take a best offer of $145 within 2 days of listing it. And guess what, guys? I paid $5 for this thing at a yard sale. I was super happy. So that was a great sale for me last week. And then my lowest sale of the week, which is always a great sale because every sale is important, was this SPF 30 sunscreen. Doesn't expire until July 2023, and it sold with free shipping for $6.74. Hey, a sale is a sale, and we'll take every one. So that was my highlights from last week. Definitely up from the week before, so I'm super happy about that. I've been continually trying to list every single day, ending items and selling similar, all the usual things to keep my sales up. I really think that the week leading up to Easter was just a bad week. People were thinking about Easter, buying Easter things, vacations, and family time. So I don't know. What about you? Were your sales down for the week prior to Easter? They were for me. Easter Sunday was a terrible day. I didn't even sell $100, I think, on Easter Sunday. That's okay, because the rest of the week definitely made up for it, and I got to my goal, which is always great. That's what we're hoping for every week, is to get to the $2,500 range. Now, don't compare your sales to mine. Everybody needs a certain amount, and this is my full-time job. You may just be doing it for extra money or savings or things like that. So don't feel bad if your sales are not where mine are. Just keep doing what you're doing and try to increase a little bit more, get more listings on there, and your sales will increase as well. I started from zero as well, so it takes a long time to build up, but you can do it too. So, all right, well, that's it for today. I hope your sales are great this week. I'm having an amazing week. I can't wait till next weekend to tell you all about it, but I will have another video coming out probably tomorrow about something I picked up over the weekend that was just amazing. Super excited to tell you about it, and we will see you then. Have a great day. Bye.